How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Digimon Ghost Game episode review and recap. Today's episode is episode 37, also known as The Herd of the Dead. Oh yeah, have you heard the word? The word of the herd. But before I go any further, I know you might have heard this, but if you haven't, please do not forget to go ahead and give me a like. Hit up that comment section because I definitely want to hear from you guys. And definitely do not forget to subscribe. Yeah, all of it's magic. But you know what? On top of the magic of everything that is YouTube, I need you guys to also hit that notification bell to be notified of more videos just like this. So, I'm going to have to spoil this early. I am pleased with what is going on in this show. Just, man, last episode with Gigasmon, so good. And now this episode, just let me pull out these notes so I can just give it the play-by-play. So, pardon me. One thing I gotta note here, I've been listening to a lot of the ones who sing the intro, the song Faction Life. The name of the group is called Wieners. Very good band. Really, really good band. I encourage you to look them up on the YouTubes. I don't think they're on Spotify. Look them up on the YouTubes. Their music video has the sub of the translation of the song. Really, really good. This is the fourth version of the intro, where it has all of the ultimate forms. And one of the coolest things is that once everybody's done their ultimate, you see Gulas Gamamon kind of like rip the screen apart. So we're not done with him yet. I don't know where in production this show was when they finally are just going on this good path, but man, hey, you see that little skeleton? They call it a zombie. That's not a zombie, but I'll get into that in 1 second. So, Herd of the Dead. There's a truck in the mountains. One guy asks if his boss is sure he want to do this. The other guy says, "Why are you getting squirrely now?" And they dump trash over the side. Now, from my eyes, let me know if you've seen the episode, if you disagree, if this is something different. But from my eyes, looks like they're dumping trash on the side, and there's a graveyard there. Now, there's mounds of trash everywhere. Mounds and mounds of this stuff. But it looks like there's a graveyard underneath this trash. And suddenly this green goopy slime emerges and skeletons are popping out the ground. And I say skeletons because there's a difference between zombies and skeletons. Zombies have decaying, rotting flesh. Skeletons are skeletons. But these skeletons have this green goop on it, and they're walking and they're making their way. And it's spooky. Now, in the morning time, because this was at night, I said the crew, but by the crew, it's Ruli, Angramon, Hero, and Gamamon. Gamamon is playing with the butterfly, trying to catch it. And it takes a bus every 2 hours to come and get them. They're trying to go out and see Kiyoshiro because he is doing programming at a data center in another town. And he asked for these special donuts to get them revitalized. And of course, they're going to bring it. But Ruli, I love the fact she asked Angramon, saying his name. His name is Angramon. The O is silent. Angramon, if he can give her a lift, just fly him out. And then they say, "Hero, you want to lift too?" And Hero sees Gamamon having fun. They're outside. There's fields, flowers, butterflies. He says, "You know what? You guys go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and have fun. Let Gamamon enjoy himself." Gamamon has tired himself out like the little precious bundle of cute dinosaur Digimon as he is. And this truck comes past and basically offers to give him a ride. You know, a small town. Especially since they're randomly offering a stranger a ride. And in the truck, Hero says, "Yeah, this town he wants to go to." And the guy goes, "Oh, that town. They've had, a lot of pets, cats and dogs go missing. And, suddenly livestock has gone missing before that, chickens and pigs and whatnot." And Hero's like, is that, what's that, normal?" Because when the guy says that town, he's like, "What is going on that has you looking like that?" And he says, "Well, there are people who, dump trash on the side of the mountain, on the side of the hill, but I can't really imagine them stealing livestock, so who knows what's going on, right?" But he says, "That's not your problem. Don't you worry about it." Of course, it's going to be his problem sooner or later. But as they're passing aside, we get a peek into the forest, into some bushes, and there's three wild boars, and they're doing their wild boar thing. And then something rustles. Two, they start to run off as the skeletons come. These things grab onto a boar, just grab and hold on to it. One bites it, ka-chomp, and the green goop leaves out of its mouth, goes into the boar's eyes and mouth like eldritch tentacle horror style. Twitch, twitch. Now it's moving along with the horde. Oh boy. Where am I at now? Oh boy. So Ruli makes it there. She makes it to the place they're supposed to be staying at first. It's this little, it's I guess this, I guess you can say it's like a bed and breakfast kind of deal. The people who are supposed to give them lodging, she knocks on the door, no one answers, and sees on the side that the chickens are going nuts. And they're saying, "Oh, I don't know Ruli's last name. I'm not even gonna try to say it." But she says, "Oh yeah, you're Miss Ruli. Yeah, sorry, the chickens are going nuts. We're sorry you had to see all this. We don't know what's going on with them, right?" At this point, and Gorman is in his nice little invisi mode that only those with the devices can see. Um, Here I am. So Hero makes it to the data center, and he's just kind of looking around. Kiyoshiro, who looks worn out, sees him, runs for the donuts, grabs the donuts. They're called Mirage donuts. They're sparkly goodness. And Gamon's like, "Oh, the donuts are Kiyoshiro's, we call them Kiyos, are Kyo's Psycho, his champion, his chocolate." And Kiyoshiro's going like, "Oh, these aren't fresh." And here's like, "You couldn't have expected them to be fresh. It takes 2 hours to get out here, if that." And so, of course, they have. I love the little intermittent banter that doesn't really add to the story, but adds to the characters. Because one of the teachers, one of the teachers is asking, when Kirishiro is going to come back. They got to do the student trip and go over that. And Kirishiro, remember, he's come back to do high school, even though has tons of degrees, because he wants to get that experience because of anime. And he goes, "Oh, that's the vital part of the manga and anime is the student trip with the pillow fights. I will help set this thing up." And Garamon's like, "Ooh, pillow fight, I want to go." And of course, Hero's like, "That's something. We got a year, Garamon, so don't you worry about it." I do like the fact that Kirishiro also alludes that he ate these donuts when he was doing his exchange program thing when he was studying abroad. So this is the sort of thing that helped him. Oops. So now we have Jellymon, and they were asking, "Where's Jellymon?" Well, Jellymon's been inspecting the area since they got there. What does that mean? Well, she has looks like she has his phone and or a tablet, and she's going, "Oh, this area is so nice. It'll be good for a resort for Digimon." And I'm thinking to myself, well, she usually has schemes and stuff, but this isn't a bad idea, right? Not a bad idea at all. And while she's inspecting it, she's like, "What's that? What's that smell?" And then she comes across the stinky zombie skeletons and the boars, and they get back to this trash where there's boars and all these animals, and they get sucked into this goop, and their bones are spat out. She's like, "Oh, they're interrupting. They were eaten alive, and this stinky and disgusting." He's like, "You guys are interrupting my plans." And she makes such a big deal and ruckus. This part of her personality I'm okay with. This isn't bratty. This is nice for comical effect. And she gets their attention, whether inadvertently or inadvertently. So they're kind of slowly shambling, chasing after her. Now, the purple fog comes out of wherever something ate these things, and she's running away. Um, and back at the resort, zombies are starting to attack the people that work there. Gamamon comes in nick of time, head like bad vibes, headbutts the skeleton. It breaks apart. The crew come around the corner, and they all remark about the smell. Like, "Man, it stinks." And by the crew, I mean Rui and Hero. The green stuff grabs a bone and connects them back together. Now the chickens are weird too. They got the green goop on it too. Might I add, a lot of the animals and things have this metal thing attached. Kind of looks very metal Digimon-ish. You already know it's a Digimon, but it looks metal with the goop. So Rula instantly says, "It's a zombie infestation." I'm like, Good job. As they're about to get attacked, Angramon turns into Simba Angramon. She tells him, "Don't get bitten," and he's like just breaking them and knocking them down. And Hero goes, "We don't even know if these are actually really zombies." But so as as they're fighting, more and more regular people have gotten bitten or infected. And so he says, "Don't hurt them. We just got to knock them out, right?" As they're knocking out people left and right, Jellymon comes out of the forest saying, "Save me. There's an owl." And I love owls. If you guys are new here, haven't seen, I have a trio of owls always by my side. Um, and they have to knock that thing out. Simba Angramon is doing a great job. I I forgot to put in my notes that some people got bitten, but they're knocking them all out. And where am I at here? So they're like, we just got to keep them away from the town, right? Uh, oh man, I have actually skipped a lot. I was really enjoying this episode. There's the reason why they are fighting a lot of people who are now gooped up is because it was Twilight when they saved the end people. They're knocking out folks because they're getting into town. They're like, we got to make sure none of these things get to town. When they got to town, one guy got saved by his friend, but the goop already got in his mouth, and he gooped another person, and another people were getting gooped. They knocked them all out, and they told the regular townspeople, "Hey, we gotta lock these people up in this garage." And when they turned to ask these kids, "So how long we gotta?" Oh, they're already gone. Again, I like that in this future world universe, wherever they are, this is not the first time that they've gotten the cooperation of some of the adults. I like it. So they're already gone. They're following animals into the forest. And Heroes even mentions the driver that told him about all this. And even Gamma has a worried look on his face. It's really stinky. Jellymon says, they'll be eaten by the thing that's living underneath the garbage. And Simba and Angramon's like, what thing? So, they really, Heroes stressing they need to check if the people have actually been turned to zombies because we need to know. Because if we can help them, we'll help them. So more garbage is being dumped over by the side by these people, and they're like, man, it really stinks. Unfortunately, here comes the skelly zombies. They're surrounded them. They're pushed over the side, fall into the trash. The trash is sinking into a giant hole, and they fall down. This show, for even though they talk about death, dead things, killing stuff, they don't really show the bodies a lot. These guys are dead. I'm 100% sure they're dead because we never see them again in this episode. So this purple gas goes up again after they fall down. I'm pretty sure they're dead because of what that purple gas does. Chickens, dogs, and cats. Um, you know, Ruli is saying that these are the normal type of zombie types in video games, and Grandma is asking her, what are zombies? She gives them the basic 101. They're monsters. They're undead. If you get bitten, you turn into one. And Hero's like, man, you really are into zombies. And then Simba Angramon confirms that she watches a lot of zombie horror movies. So, as they're having this discussion, zombified skeleton tries to grab Ruli. No. Simba takes care of it. Suddenly they're surrounded. Gamamon turns into Beto Gamamon. They're fighting left and right, trying to take care of this stuff. They are being surrounded. So the animals are getting eaten. So the animals make their way to the goopy goop stuff. They're eaten, and something goes more. This is not enough. Live, not enough more. And the skeletons turn and leave the kids. Something is tearing down the forest, and the moment we see an eye and a tooth, and here's the funny part. I was thinking to myself, they said stink. Could it be Raremon? But Raremon's just a champion level Digimon. Ho 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 ho! People who watched Digimon Adventure 2020 reboot, Simba Angramon confirms that it is Raremon. How about it? Raremon, the ultimate form of Raremon. I'm going to give you a bit. I could have used that as a thumbnail, or even now. This is the frozen version of this because uh, I don't remember Izzy's Japanese name. I think it's actually Izumi. He with Gerbymon, a trash ultimate level Digimon, had to freeze this thing. It is the perfect, I'm going to read this for you, ultimate level, undead, virus type, that is the ultimate form of Raremon that survived the advanced decay of its body through further mechanization and took on a bizarre appearance. Its body rapidly breaks down and reconstructs itself, and the eyes and mouths that keep appearing on it decay over and over again. The stench it gives off from its entire body has increased so much that even mega level Digimon have difficulty approaching it. Because it consumes energy to keep its body intact, it supplies itself with energy by dissolving enemies with this digest attack through its big main mouth. And in addition, it spews toxic gas from its many mouths called decay sun, and the enemies that inhale it instantly die. Even if it didn't eat those guys, that gas will kill them instantly. I am pretty sure they are no longer of that mortal coil. So this thing's more down the forest. And they're smelling it and the foul smell, and it keeps saying it wants to eat more. And Simba Angramon's going, well, if it's not getting enough from the animals, the next thing it's doing, they figure it out very quickly. It's going after the people. Jellymon's like, my darling's in trouble as well. Two claps, because remember I have been complaining before before the last episode. I was complaining, why doesn't it ever seem like Jellymon takes this stuff serious? Why is she always, farting off and not with her partner? She went with him on this vacation. She was in the area because it was pretty safe. It should have been pretty safe. But she's like, he's in trouble. I gotta go save him. And the moment we say this, he's at the data center, computing himself, got his phone out, and the goopy zombified people are pushing against the window. Straight Digimon slash Resident Evil mode breaks through, and they're shambling in, and Jellymon makes it, but only after Hero goes, yeah, we gotta separate the infected from the regular people, especially since it's a Digimon thing. A double click, they're in the sandy area. So Kiyoshiro, of course, slips on the sand. He's like, Anamana-kun, of course you did it, but the zombie things are still there. Jellymon reaches him like I told you. He has her do BB Thunder, knocks them down, but there's more behind them. They gotta book it. And they're booking it, but Jellymon says it's not a time to get scared. Turns into Tesla Jellymon. She's kind of frustrated because she has to hold back because these are still people. They cannot go all out. Crossing the bridge, he has her break the bridge, then shock them and knock them out again. So they're good. But along the horizon, rapidly reaching them, is Raremon. So Raremon can't cross the bridge now it's down, but it's going nuts. It wants to eat the people. It keeps saying, wait. It turns now to the skeletons and chomps on the skeletons and eats them. And they're all standing by like, what the heck is going on? And they're saying, and this thing goes, it's not enough. And they realize it's going towards the people that they hid away in the garage. I'm thinking, y'all gonna have to kill it. So Battle Ganamon gets in its way. Nice little distance between them. Because it did a sword blow, black flames and everything. It's like, why is this not enough? Why do you gotta keep eating? Now this thing is a shambling horror monster that's literally of machinery and rot. And it just says these words. It says, live, dark, quiet. And everyone is back and they're like, well, what does it mean by that? It said it was brought here, it was crushed, and Hero we get a flashback, but Hero pieces it together. The garbage it was transported to wherever that garbage was being dumped. And all the stuff was just Crane had just dropped all this stuff on it. Again, I'm going to assume that was a graveyard. They are glossing over that. That's It's gonna make me take a point off, but they're glossing over. That was a graveyard. That's the only way he could have gotten bones, unless people walked by. Gas. Oh man, we're dead. Then it took the bodies. I don't think that happened. It's at a graveyard, and we see that its body's being crushed. It's slime, right? So its body's being crushed and crushed and crushed. That's how it's able to go grab bones, grab other creatures, and bring it to itself. Kind of like that movie Slither. Whew. So, what's this? Now, this part is very interesting, and I like this. Um, Simba Angramon goes, its body's kind of it's strange because it looks fully together to me. Like he's saying that he's not whole, but it looks fine to me. And Tesla Jellyman even confirms I don't see any parts on it that's missing. I thought I saw a hole in this chest. No, it's all together. And I like the fact that the camera angles go from like the big form to the various mouths and eyes because that's what it's emoting through. And it opens his mouth and Kiyoshiro sees a canister in it. Now, we get a sword blow, but that doesn't do anything. It does the Decay-san move, which Senbei Goromon grabs both Ruli, Hero, and Tesla Jellyman grabs Kiyoshiro, and they get the heck out of there. And he says, hey, even just a little bit of that stuff is going to kill you. Openly, right there in the sub, says it will kill you. Um, and they're confirming Rare has lost his reason. It's just saying random words at this point. And Tesla Jellymon is just like, yeah. And she goes, darling. He's like, yeah, yeah. And even Ruli goes, this is kind of rough. You know, it's already dead. And it's just a zombie. It's just a shambling corpse. And they kind of communicate almost silent. You know, I like how Tesla Jellymon and Kiyoshiro communicate. She just says, darling. He already knows. Senbei Goromon's like, Ruli, and she's like, yeah, no, we're gonna have to turn him into a Digitama. That's what Senbei Goromon says. And Hero's the first goes, huh? And he tells him we gotta turn him into a Digitama. We gotta take him out. Without saying we gotta take him out, we gotta take him out. And Hero thinks back to Bokomon, the best Bokomon of the entire Digimon series, dying, and then he thinks back to when Simba Angramon had to take out Digitamamon, which here's another point of contention here. I get that the whole killing Digimon thing bothers them, even though they're gonna come back. They're literally gonna be resurrected. In this universe, they're not the same thing. Weird, but okay, whatever. Adds another layer, fine. But it's weird that okay, you thought of Pokemon. That makes sense. He didn't think back to like there was another Digimon that they actually cared about that got killed. And he didn't think back to Arukenimon when Gulas Gamamon had to kill it. You didn't think back to Commandramon when Gulas Gamamon had to kill. Like you didn't think of like the shocking ones. You just thought about, oh man, he had to kill his buddy. Oh man, well our buddy got killed. I guess I get it now that I'm saying it out loud. That oh man, our friend had to kill its friend. Well, that friend tried to murder all of you because it's like, yeah, who cares about eating humans, right? I mean, humans eat other stuff. Okay then. Which he's not completely wrong. It would be a thing if he would have mentioned, well, other Digimon eat other Digimon. Then he could have been like, well, yes, but no, right? And then Battle Gamma. I like the Battle Gamamon. So in Japanese, I've been saying this, champion forms are adult level Digimon. I love that Battle Gamamon can fully understand what is going on. It's like, I understand. He says to others, I understand what you guys are saying. Hero, we got to do this for Rare Mon's sake. Because now they're all saying it's lost its mind. Whatever it went through was so traumatic that this thing is broken beyond all reason. So now they got to come up with a plan. They're saying, well, we can't get close because of the Decay Sun, and we got to beat it enough. We got to work together, and we can't get wrapped up in that gas. So now we get the ultimate roll call. We get Betelmon, Betelgamamon into Kanaweismon, Tesla Jellymon to the Great Tetismon, and of course we get Simba Angramon into, and I said his name wrong, it is Lamormon. The T is silent, not Lamort, Lamormon. So I like the fact now in this battle, Kiyoshiro is calling the shots because he's the brains of the operation. All three of these kids are super smart, but this is the genius guy. And he's calling the shots. What they do is they have where's the first thing? They have Tetismon go in and purify the gas around him. Smart. Smart guy has a support Digimon that's also strong. Purify the gas. Lemormon comes in and he does that Kaho Bato. First of all, the fact that the name that is called Bato like bats, and that this giant hulkling Digimon has two uh wow, he has two swords like Inosuke. Like my man Inosuke. They're very jagged swords. And he's very I say he's Hulkmon because he goes protect Ruli, protect everyone, and he's just cutting this thing up. He looks like he has the most battle potential out of the three. My favorite is Tetismon, but it looks like he has the most battle potential out of all three of them. And he's slashing, slashing, hurts it enough that it opens his mouth. And Kirishio's like, yeah, they illegally dumped that flammable canister. So I'm pretty sure there's still some gas in it because they didn't do it the right way. Aim for it and hit it. We get Meteor Lux from Kano Weissmon. Of course, it hits it. I like how the explosion explodes from the mouth, erupts, then the whole body is trying to find the proper word is encompassed by flames from the inside out. And they all fall back and they're watching it burn and they're like, yeah, it's gonna burn so there's nothing left. And now, first of all, because Lemormon is a Hulkling creature, doesn't really speak. So Tetasmon is speaking, saying, yeah, it'll revert into a Digitama. And Canon Weissmon goes, go and never return in that form again, which is kind of a bittersweet thing because they don't like killing, but they recognize that that is a thing that shouldn't be around. Which again, I wish they would have killed Cherrymon. Maybe we'll get a repeat of him trying to kill folks, and they will properly cut down that tree. So all three turn back into their rookie forms, and now Ruli asks, so it's going to turn into a Digitama, right? And Angramon says the soul dies, but the body still hungers to live. Such is a tragic fate. Zombie stuff. Um, and Gammamon goes, Hero, Raremon went on a journey, right? Yeah, buddy. He went on a journey. And that's the end of the episode. Um, Next episode, I got some comments here. Next episode, apparently spirits are going to attack. And it looks like it's either Taomon or the dark form of Taomon. I cannot. It's Taomon, and it should be Daomon. If you guys want to bear with me and just allow me to just look this up literally live, pretty sure it's. Oh, that's because my goofy self spelled Dow wrong. Pretty sure it's just Taomon has a dark form. I just don't remember the stupid name of it. Uh, Actually, Domon. It's called Domon. Tao, Do. It's with Doism, ancient religion of balance from in well, it's technically East Asian, but it's Chinese and stuff like that. Uh, it could be Taomon or Domon. Interesting. Now, one thing I did put in my notes here before I give my whole rating, they take killing seriously, but they don't really care when people die or when pets die. And I get it. A boar is a boar is a boar is a boar, and chickens we eat that all the time. As a person who has been a pet owner and has lost a pet, I'm telling you, if a monster was coming after my pet, I would still defend it. If a bear was coming after my pet, I would have some type of weapon and try to defend my pet. Just saying. Now, for the people side, it's kind of weird because remember, uh, Arachnamon slash Arukenimon opened the dude's head up, like ate his head, ate his brains out. We got another. I'm pretty sure those two dudes either dissolved or were eaten by Raremon. They wouldn't know that. There's been other people that have died from Digimon, and they seem less concerned about that and more concerned about killing the Digimon. That's the one thing that seems so off to me. If you're gonna care about everybody, right? which they did a good job protecting the town. I love the structure of this episode. I love the fact that, like last episode with my man, I love Gigasmon. Like with last episode, I didn't know who Digimon was until the episode. The only thing they gave Gigasmon away is the hands, because I recognize the hands. That's the big thing about Gigasmon, right? It's those big meaty hands. Um, didn't know it was Raremon until they kept talking about Stink. I'm like, is it Raremon? Of course, it's Raremon. Next episode could be Taomon or Daomon. That could be a red herring, and they could actually be there to help. Who knows? I'm very interested. This episode for me, at its lowest, is a 4 out of 5. At the highest, is a 4.5 because some of the stuff kind of bothered me a bit, but this was really good. They are still on the right track. Unbelievable. I try to not bog down my reviews by going through everything, but I have to talk about this because this was really, really good. Like, this show, Digimon Ghost Game, has had so much potential from the beginning, and has been good episodes. It's had its peaks and valleys, and other people are seeing what I see. I'm not just trying to poop on it, right? I'm not just trying to talk crap about it. I genuinely want to enjoy all of Digimon, and I really like where they're going now. The little zombie thing, and that's really good right there with the herd dead, and that's them right there after the battle. But yes, I'm enjoying this. Let me know what you think of these last couple episodes, because they are, ever since we got Lemormon, it's actually Tetasmon. It's like Tetasmon, nah, Lemormon. Okay, we're going to the moon. Let me know what you think. Comment section down below. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you are not. Hit the notification bell even if you are, to get notified of more videos just like this. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers, because you know what? Once we get to 200, we're going to succeed in our goal to getting 1,000. I believe in us, and I believe that next week I'm going to be back once again. So guys, please, thank you for taking some time out to listen to little old me. Be good, be blessed. Wash your hands, wear a mask. Be safe out there, everybody, please. Is, as I say every week, is getting crazy, but it really is. You guys really need to watch out for yourself. Watch out for your loved ones. Be good to yourself. Be good to others, whether you know them or you don't, because either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. And just know you're not alone. There's always someone here. I'm hoping that I get to see you guys next week. I hope you come back and watch me. As always, I will definitely see you all next time. Uh-oh.